Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Rome 2 Total War. We are back with an epic battle. This one here is on the settlement of Alexandria, and this one involves none other than Joe on it. From what I understand, this actually took place on one of his streams. It was sent to me by the player Pasta. And speaking of that, why don't we just go ahead and get right into the army comps as we look at these little skirmish that's going on outside here. Speaking of the skirmish, we have Masacely being commanded by Pasta, who sent the battle in. And then fighting Masacely, we have got Tylus on attack, being commanded by Iron Fist. The other attackers, we have Pergamon being commanded by Pedro, Seleucid being commanded by Saturate, and finally, RDI being commanded by the Pizza Maker. For the defenders, we have got Galatia being commanded by Agent Panda. Swaby being commanded by the none other than Joe on it. And finally, we have Kush being commanded by Dan the Man Levitan. So as you can see, Masacely here started off with a bunch of Numidian light infantry outside the gate here that rushed out and attacked some of the Tylus Celtic warriors here, and then attacked some other stuff over here. Unfortunately, it didn't go too great for him, but that's alright. Sometimes you can catch him by surprise. Right into it, we have got Tylus moving up tortoises with his Celtic warriors. Looks like he's going right into destroying this left-hand wall here. On the right-hand side, Seleucid has already taken down one corner, about to take down one more. So pretty standard stuff. Looks like we're going to see a all-out attack on this little corner area here. Now, I'm a little surprised at how early they are going into this side. I mean, they're not going in yet, but they are destroying it. Typically you don't destroy this side so quickly. Honestly, one reason is because even if you're not going to go out, it gives another avenue for the defenders to take units out and be annoying. You can see they're actually already taking another tortoise forward. I'm interested to see if this works. These two corners tend to be pretty glitchy, so I'm interested to see if they are able to get these to work. What tends to happen is at least one of these two gets to like 75%, and then the tortoise just bugs out for some reason. Man, RDI going in already. Illyrian Spearmen. Then you got Mercenary Celtic Warriors backed up by a Thorax Sword. Spearmen backing up. Looks like they're trying to lure the Swaby Club Levy in, but no dice on that. Club Levy already 40 kills. Very nice. Club Levy 40 kills on them. All right, let's see what happened. 62% and it glitched. I hate that, man. Now, if they have an artillery back there, which I didn't really look. I saw a rock coming in, so Tylus has one. And I think that might be it. I'm not seeing any others. So it looks like Tylus has one. If he wanted to, he might be able to hit this wall and finish it off. They were able to get this breach, I think mostly because they weren't going for the corner, they were going for like this middle section, which is pretty handy for the attackers. It forces the defenders to have to kind of hold more like this now, giving a little bit more of a way into the settlement, a little bit more of a toehold. Oh, artillery going way back in the back here. They're taking Hail Marys, but I'll tell you what, those Hail Marys might be worth it if they can get it, because there's a lot of shit back there. It looks like maybe some heavy Numidian skirmishers moving up. You can see the Galatian, Syrian archers here. A lot of stuff over here from Galatia as well. Oh, look at that. Nice play by the... I don't know if that was on purpose, but a nice play. You can see Swaby here locking down this unit, but look at the little gap. So the Levy, Freeman, and Galatia actually getting some good shots into the sides of that unit. Now what they do need to be careful is, look at that little sneaky hole. The attackers are going to take advantage of that same hole that the defenders were using. Defenders need to be careful. If they're not careful here, they're about to lose this courtyard very quickly. Here you go, taking the other, and here it is, the glitched again. Ah, it's such a pain in the ass. I almost wonder if it has something to do with these trees here or something. I'm not sure what causes it to glitch, but yeah, it glitches the tortoise. The tortoise is now useless. This might be worth that Tylus artillery finishing off, to be honest with you. I think it'd be worth taking those shots, even though you may think it could be like a waste of ammo. I think it's worth it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I definitely think it's worth the shot there. Now you got Numidian light infantry from Miss Saisley engaging the thorax. But to be honest with you, I don't know that there's any salvaging this courtyard anymore. Galatia might come in and try and assist. But I mean, you're already losing these units here. I think that your best bet as defenders is try and lock them up, box them in here maybe. Or you could just try and hold here. Ooh, I thought I was going to lose my game right there. Whew. Scared me a little bit. Ooh, good jabby. You can see a thorough spear facing that direction. Galatian swords went and got a jabby right in the back. Very, very nice. Now the Galatian Syrian archers taking some shots in. Thorough spears actually kind of backed up to get the shields back in line. Up on top, look at this. Oh, man. Please, go for the... Yeah, I think they're going for the wall now. One, you get a good little, shot on some... I mean, they're Levy Freeman, but, I mean, that's, what, almost 300 men killed right there, and a very, very large breach in the wall. So I think Tylus, oh, yeah, 98, there it is. Boom! Yeah! Sorry, that is one of the most satisfying things. It doesn't happen very often, and when it does, it is just mwah, mwah, yes! Beautiful! I don't know that they will specifically go for the other wall, though. It isn't a great angle for the Tylus artillery. I mean, he can clip it, definitely, but it is not as sure of a shot as that one was. Oh, he also got a roller right down. Look at that. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Looks like Kush getting some shots off from the other side of the Colosseum here. But you could see Salukin moving in with his archers. Look at the big push out here. RDI bringing a bunch of spears. Lyrian Noble Hoplites, Thorough Spears. And then you got Eastern Spearmen for Salukin over here. Looks like they're getting ready to threaten the flank, but here we have the Noble Riders of Swaby, and Numidian Riders of Massaicily. But they're not really going to be able to do anything. All this spear units back here is going to allow the Eastern Spearmen to go threaten this. I think it might be a little early to threaten it, though. I would maybe wait a little bit longer on that, personally. Look at this. The defender's actually able to kind of reassert some dominance over this courtyard. Well done. We got to be careful, though, here. They are defending this area, but they are getting shot pretty hard from this angle here. So especially with Swaby in that combat, it could be pretty rough. I hear some artillery coming into this area, which is going to be really, really painful. Not fun at all. Now, what's Swaby here? You got a round shield swordsman here, 93 kills. Mercenary Celtics, all that already coming in on the back end. A lot of archer fire coming in. A lot of archer fire. You can hear a wall coming down on the side here. So what that's going to allow is if they want to, they can now threaten the back end of this defense. Kush throwing a lot of stuff. Looks like they're maybe just trying to get units out of the artillery threat area. More round shield swordsmen from Swaby. Going up against tribal warriors. Well, I think in the end they are giving up the courtyard. That's what it looks like to me. Just kind of taking a look around here. Honestly, not a huge defense going on in this area. Got swordsmen of Kush. Nubian bowmen moving forward. These swordsmen are just getting tore to pieces. No bueno por caca, which means no good for shit. More already coming in the center. Numidian light infantry getting hit there, so nothing too crazy. Galatian ballista is firing. Swaby's ballista is 102 kills. So yeah, you can see it looks like the defenders are now giving up and defending this area over here, but it does look like they are now kind of setting up like this. Or maybe not. Because the Masacely Gen seems to be pulling back now. But you can see because of the threat of this area, they are basically just giving up this whole thing here and deciding to instead go for this. Well, Desert Cohort and Kush coming up here. Maybe they're looking to go out and try and finish off these units real quick. So you could maybe throw, well, I don't know, because the attackers already have stuff coming down that aisle there. Swordsmen out pulling back, but more units attacking into that direction. They are getting some pretty good shots into the back here from the Kimbri bowwomen of Swaby. Ooh, but look at the jabbies coming in from Pergamon here. Game of Spears. Got Illyrian Noble Hoplites already engaged. 155 men still, so they're pretty fresh. Good jabbies here from Masacely, getting right into that Noble Hoplite. But it looks like Masacely is going to take priority in defending this. You can see more units coming in and actually defending this area. It looks like they're just trying to buy time to eliminate some of these units. Problem is that some of those units are Noble Hoplites, and they're not going to be eliminated that easily. The Thorough Spears, Illyrian Thorough Spears and stuff like that, maybe not as big of an issue. But, yeah. Oh, Desert Cohort getting charged by the Thorax. Looks like he got counter-charged there. To be honest with you, Desert Cohort only had 12 charge bonus, so it's not that big of a thing, but charging in Rome 2 is a pretty big deal. You do have Bloodsworn engaged here, but nothing seems to be going in to relieve it, and you got Thorax Swords from Seleucid sneaking around. I do apologize, we're going to be a little bit all over the place. We've got three angles of attack here. You got the middle section, you've got the right, and then you got the far left. Look at this, Numidian Riders actually coming in over here. Look at that. But it looks like he's pulling back. Well, maybe not. I thought he was going to go back into the city, but he's just kind of sitting over here instead. Swaby's general's still in the back. I think he just second-winded himself, maybe. Or battle-rhythmed himself, but... Oh, maybe just to get the speed boost? Battle Rhythm does give a speed boost. That could be why. Not seeing... It looks like maybe they're going for kind of a trap here. A lot of archer fire going in. What are they shooting at, though? Are they trying to shoot at the Lyrian Noble Hoplite General? Not sure that's the best place to fire at, though. Over here, yeah, this kind of initial counterattack is pretty much done with. A lot of javelins coming in. The attacker's doing a really good job of that. But the defenders now setting up Shotel Warriors. Shotel Warriors, you got the Kimbri bow or longbow hunters. Look at that. That's something you don't see quite as often as you see the Kimbri bowwomen. Kimbri bowwomen have the 150 range, but the longbow hunters have 125 range, but they have the stock ability. So they can move around unseen, which is pretty handy, actually. A lot of stuff still back here towards the point. A lot of archers, heavy Numidian skirmishers. Galatia is pretty much still holed up here by the gate. Looks like he is planning to die on this hill. At least that's the what I'm getting out of this. It doesn't look like Galatia plans on going anywhere. And Galatia could be pretty hard to get out of this. I just hope that they don't lose this middle area, because then he might have a little bit of trouble. I guess he does always have the backdoor retreat here. It's just if they do lose this, it puts Galatia in a little bit of an awkward situation. What did the Tylus Ballista get here? 118 kills. It's all right. It's not bad. Definitely, you know, could get better than that, but I don't think anybody's going to bat an eye at 100 kills. It looks like the attacker is trying to get some good jabby tosses off. The Thorax Swords are going to not have fun against these Shotels. I'm not 100% sure why the shield wall here. I definitely would have expected a counter charge from the Shotels. They do have a 25 charge bonus, which is pretty darn good. So by going shield wall, he did take his melee defense up to 81 and his armor up to 82. But once again, it does take them away from getting a counter charge. Shotel Warriors should do well against the Thorax, though. Got a little bit of a jabby toss there. I can't tell if he's going to go down through the middle or if he's just going to fill the gap for now. Then what do we got here? Longbow Hunters still firing in. Oh, but look at this. So mercenary Thracian Peltis from Tylus got up on the walls and walked over here. Now they're shooting down at the Longbow Hunters. Look at those cheeky little bastards. 98 kills. Essentially is sending up a desert cohort to, well, I think he's trying to send up a desert cohort, but the problem is there's a tribal warrior that, it's a small tribal warrior trying to be kind of a cheeky little bastard. You cheeky fellow. Yeah, the Shotels making short work of those Thorax Swords. They were already beat up. so they really weren't going to stand much of a chance. Got a Night Hunter here from Swaby. Showtail's actually going way deep here. I think a little bit of a mistake there by Kush. I think it might be a little bit of an overextension. Got the throw spear going square formation, but it opens up a big gap here that if the attackers decide to exploit that, it's not just that they can get through, but they can surround that Showtail warrior, and it won't last very long, I'll tell you that much. Look at this, a pretty stout counterattack here by Galatia. Bunch of Galatian legionaries going into this attack here. Legionaries, what do we got here? 98 kills, 43 kills, 103 kills. Galatia really just kind of holding the flank while the other side does its push. A lot of archer fire coming in. Looks like they're going after the picked Peltis. Such a fun unit. 41 missile damage. They have 10 ammunition, which is pretty crazy for this kind of Peltis, but they are like 740 gold? It's 700 something, I can't remember. But a pretty darn good unit, and they're not too shabby in melee combat. And look at this, they are getting shot by Syrians, and honestly not really taking too many casualties so far. Looks like the defenders actually might have gained a little bit of ground. Night Hunters 26 kills. Showtail's about to break, but they did get 158 kills. Not bad at all. Got a tribal moving up over the walls, but getting shot up. What about these Showtails? 58 kills, 147 kills. Now the Syrian archers of Seleucid have moved up into this little pocket over here, and they are making short work of the enemy archers. Nubians down to 37. Longbow hunters are pretty beat up as well. Kushite Royal Guard General actually moving forward. I'm assuming for, abilities. Looks like a second wind on the Showtail warrior, which is up to 81 kills. If Seleucid and Tylus and RDI throw in enough units, they will eventually get through the Showtails. Galatia actually backing up here, but look at this. Longbow Hunter's actually gone into combat here. How the Galatian Legionaries doing here? They did get one that they went charging in, up to 138 kills. They are just killing some Galatian swords, so it's not like, oh my god, these are crazy, amazing kills or anything, but you know what? They are kills. They do not seem to be very interested in attacking this center area. To me, just looking at the positioning of units, it really looks like the attackers are concentrating mostly on this area. It's where they have put all of their killing power, and as you can see, they have punched through. You do have one small unit that is only 72 men left, but 97 kills now. But that's it. So they are trying to book it out of there. The Showtail is getting ripped to pieces, man. Kushite Royal Guard, what are we doing here, man? Why are we charging into that? 17 kills, it's down to 38 men. That is painful. I think that was a little bit of a boo-boo there. And all this stuff needs to prepare to move, because this is indefensible. You just can't hold it. Look at how large these gaps are. It is just an indefensible position. At this point, if you have lost this much, your best bet is cutting off to here. To be honest with you, if they can hold like this and this, they're actually in a pretty decent spot. Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's really just, I mean, all this stuff is now coming, and they are coming in hard. Bounce power is in the attacker's favor, but the defenders have quite a bit left. Galatia still holding strong over here. You can see they actually did a little bit of a push out over here. Once again, that's why I was surprised that they broke these so early. The attackers did, because it just gives more opportunities of the defenders to kind of be a nuisance. You know, in the end, they can't get to you. So, you know, if you have all of this is blocked up, their only way out is over here. And that's easy to defend against. Other than that, that's it. But now they have the ability to get around and just be a pain in the ass. Now you have to watch your back more. It's just not great. I definitely would not have broken that if I didn't plan on going through it. Because as you can see, they haven't made any approaches through those breaches, so there really wasn't a point to doing it. I'm a little confused as to what this is. I definitely don't agree with the defensive here and here. I understand that this looks really, like, pleasing to say, oh, hey, this looks good, like a good place to defend. But I don't believe that this is. I mean, it's a massive, massive road. Look at this, guys. Now, okay, let me say one thing, okay? Before anybody watches and reams my ass about being really critical here, it could be that they are trying to leave opportunities for their cav, and this area is a very open area, so the cav could be pretty useful. But I still think that the better place to defend is here. You can leave your cav out in this big open area. That is okay, but I do think that the better spot to have your line is in this area. Because then you can have, you know, a unit here, here, and here, and you're pretty much done. Here, you have so much more that you have to defend, and I just am not a fan. Shotel, 144 kills. Look at this. You got the Numidian Riders sneaking around the edge here. I don't know about sneaking. That might be the wrong way to say that, but I think you know what I mean. You better be careful. Tyler's sitting right here. They can walk through this. And if they're not watching, they can get a jabby right in the back of that rider. So nothing too crazy happening over here. Center's pretty much the same. Really, the main fight seems to be going over here on the right with Galatia just saying, I will not move. Look at the Glacial Legionnaires, 232, 251. Once again, it's not like they're going up against like super great units with the Galatian swords for the most part here, but it is good kills. It is good kills. And actually, I think, look at this. Brought his Syrian out, and I think he's using his Syrian to try and get back shots here. Then you got the Seleucid Syrian archers now shooting at the Galatian Syrian archers, so a little bit of a back and forth there. One Galatian Legionnaire seems to be, yep, there it goes, at 16 men. The other one's still at 52. It is steady. Steady, men, steady! Now, don't forget, guys, that if you are new to the channel, you can hit that subscribe button if you are interested in seeing more stuff, especially as it comes out. If you are interested in getting early access, look in the description. There is a link to my Patreon. I post the videos the night before there. and then they come out for everybody else the next day. Or you can also hit that little join button, which makes you a YouTube member. Once again, you get the videos the night before and get to see them early. And as well, right next to that join button, there actually is a new ability to tip on videos, kind of like you would tip on a stream. So if you guys are interested in supporting the channel a little bit more in that fashion, you know, you are more than welcome to. Other than that, I truly appreciate you guys being along for this ride. We are having a blast, up to 3,600, and I think we just hit 3,618 today. And man, we're having a fun time. We're having a real good time with it. A couple days ago, I put out a new faction army building video. Oh no, look at this! Tyler's getting around into the Kushite archers here. Oh man, how did that happen? And Kush is kind of in a weird spot, honestly. Ooh, that was... Ooh. Not good. Now we got armored showtails involved, taking on noble hoplite. Look at this, Kushite swordsman sneaking through, getting in on the Pick Peltis, but remember, Pick Peltis are not a pushover unit. That is not the kind of unit that's just going to roll over and die if you get in melee combat on it. You'll probably beat it, but they will hold on a little bit longer than you think. And honestly, depending on what unit you get into it, you might not beat it. Just saying. Got a lovely little kill box here by Galatia. Honestly, Galatia is the only thing left over here. Everything else of the defenders is in the point and fighting on the other side. Galatia is holding his flank down, man. Look at this. We got the Syrian archers running all the way out here. Do they have ammo? 73 kills and 98 kills. This one seems to be out of ammo. Okay, I mean, either they're out of ammo or he's just being sneaky and has them in melee mode. The Syrian archers, look at this. Syrian v Syrian. Man. What about it? The one Syrian already breaking. But the other one might be able to save it. Maybe. We'll see. And honestly, they really don't want to attack Galatia. They are fully reliant on this attack over here. I hear... Oh, it's the Messaceles Ballista is actually right back here. Look at that. Lyrian Thorough Spears. Oh, they're hitting the Disciples of Epidemic. And they are well exposed to it. Oh, no. Look at this. This defense over here is just falling apart. Falling apart right now. Messaceles rushing units over. Disciples of Epidemic trying to get out of there. But as they're running away, just getting shot up. But it looks like Messaceles gonna try and come in and save the day. They might be able to get in the back of the noble hoplites. Disciples of Epidemic, what are they at now? They're only at 43, but they've only been in combat for a short period of time, so. Showtail Warriors 181 and double chevrons, so they are doing pretty good. And actually Galatia now bringing stuff over here, and here we go. We have a push on the far right. Galatia is pretty much just pulling everything back. Looks like he might be trying to defend this a little bit, but he has completely abandoned the far right. Looks like just trying to consolidate forces here. I'm curious as to what their plan is in this spot, how much they actually plan on holding it. This is Agent Panda as Galatia here. So pulling one Galatian Legionary out, maybe going back in with a Galatian sword. Maybe they're just trying to get the Galatian Legionary out of combat and get it back into a kind of a safer position to use. Nope, he's actually just turning around to guard the flanks, so that means that he actually plans on putting a stout defense into this area. Back to the other side here. The Desert Cohort, excuse me, charging in the Noble Hoplites. Noble Hoplites actually breaking. They do have 106 kills. I'm not sure why the Slave Slingers shoot straight into the shields of the Desert Legionary, or the Galatian Legionaries, excuse me. But actually, they have completely retaken this whole area. Look at this. Talk about a counterattack by the defenders. Actually coming in and cleaning up all the forces over here. Well done by the defenders. Look, this battle's really kind of going back and forth, some stuff that I've kind of just been like, what is happening? And then all of a sudden, 2 minutes later, it's like, holy shit, what just happened, you know? Galatian Legionnaires and Galatian Swords doing some counter-charging here. Got a Silver Shield Swordsman from Seleucid in. I think maybe trying to get some Javies now from Galatian Swords. But this is not good. They have now broken through that. It's now the Galatian Sword going to charge back in. Silver Shield Swordsmen are a very cool looking unit. And Galatian, okay, look at that. Nice counter. Look at that. So what they did, Galatian Legionary was in combat, Galatian Sword was in combat. So to get counter charges, they just switched combats. So they cycle charged through each other into the other one's combat. I love doing it. It's a beautiful move. Well done. Well done. Very, very good play there by Galatia. And honestly, it sure to me looks like the defender's balance of power is definitely climbing back towards. It's not there yet, but it does look like it is making its way back in that direction of their favor. It definitely has a little bit of ways to go. The attackers definitely still have quite a bit left. So it's going to be interesting. I think they've got quite a bit of ammo as well, and ammunition definitely is pretty influential on the balance of power. If you ever feel like the other team has a quite a bit of balance of power, but it doesn't look like they have a lot of units, it's probably due to two different things. Either are they going to get it? Sorry, either they have cavalry counter tactics too. So it's either that they have a lot of ammo left, or they have probably elites left. But what's going to be helpful for the defenders is they are going to be able to consolidate their defense quite a bit here due to a lack of pressure from the other side now. Now that this stuff is for the most part dealt with, there is still some stuff here, but it is mostly dealt with. Now the defenders are going to be able to consolidate all of their power in one direction here. So if you look at it from the overhead view, before you had the pressure coming over here, so the defenders had to focus units to this direction and units to this direction. But now that this is all dealt with, they can now turn all of their attention here. You can see the attackers actually had some slave slingers that were running away. And the attackers really don't want to walk into that death trap. Battle rhythm on Galatian Legionaries, the other Galatian Legionary charging in there. And here come the Javies. That's what I think a lot of the balance power from the attackers is all the javelins of Pergamon. And I think they have quite a bit of elites too here, the Silver Shield Swordsmen. Personally, not my favorite unit, to be honest with you. In my own personal opinion, anytime I've ever brought Silver Shield Swordsmen, they have not done very well for me. You know, and that's probably more my fault than anything, but it's just I find that the Royal Peltist it just seems to be a better unit. Royal Peltists are a very, very good unit. Let me see, does Seleucid even have one? I think he brought all Silver Shield Swordsmen. Typically, it really depends on how you want to play them. Silver Shield Swordsmen typically are better in, like, choke pointy areas. They tend to be, I believe they have better armor. And I think have a better shield value as well. So they're a little bit tankier, while the Royal Peltis is definitely a high octane, high attack. I mean, they don't miss. I think the Royal Peltis melee attack is like 72 or something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's been a little while since I looked at the stats for them, but definitely a very, very good unit. But look at this. Kush put his Disciples of Epidemic back here. One, probably to avoid the archers. And number two, you know, anything comes over here. This is not a bad place for a shock unit like that. Archers of Seleucid, excuse me, 272, 121. I think he's just keeping them back here to try and avoid army losses. Look at these guys, 261 and 168 as well. Very, very well done. Sorry, just kind of looking around the screen here. Thorough spears. And already up in combat, you got the Silver Shields, 230 kills. So like I said, I mean, it's not like they aren't good. You can see, obviously, they're doing very well for a saturate here. I just have never been able to get them to do well for me. I wish I could. I wish I did. And maybe someday I'll learn to use them better. I don't know. But so far for me, that's all I know is they've never done great for me. Sorry, I'm beating a dead horse here, but... Uh-oh, they better be careful. Look at this. So, Misacles' unit is seen, but the Disciples and the General are not. Okay, they did see it, and I think they're going to try and get out of it. Look at the Wolf Warriors, 243 kills with triple chevrons. Wow. And then look at this, Sword Masters with 2 chevrons, 288 kills. So now we know what happened over here. Wolf Warriors and Sword Masters happened. And what is... Pig Peltis actually kind of getting some shots up and over this. They're shooting the Disciples and getting some kills. But Swaby looks like they're interested in maybe contesting this. They do need to be careful, though, because Noble Hoplites do have expert charge defense. So charging into them is not a good idea. Maybe we could get maybe we could get a scene of it. They weren't braced, though, so... Now this is the Illyrian Noble Hoplite General. 54 kills, got 133 men left. Swordmaster's now going to sneak around and hit him from the other way. And look at this Berserker with 10 men. 133 kills isn't bad either. He's Headhunt, Frenzy. Now will they go Berserk is the question. If they go Berserk, that is the true value of Berserkers. But they just got roasted by javelins here. Oh my gosh, look at this. This is just a death trap. I think that's why we're seeing a little bit of a push over here. I think they're trying to threaten the other direction to hopefully pull troops away from this side.
Forward!
Yeah, nothing's happening over here, but look at all of this. Oh my Lanta. A lot of Pergamon, a lot of Seleucid, a lot of Tylus. Tylus pretty much died over here. What the hell, man? Tylus just got roasted over on this other side. A great, great counterattack by the defense. Yeah, they're pulling back now from here. And I think they're going to use this desert cohort to hold this position. But I think this desert cohort probably overextended, considering he's just getting javied as he runs away. Yeah, it's probably your best bet here is set up there. But you probably want to get your cav out of that way. No advance so far. Illyrian Noble Hoplites charging in here. For a Hoplite, they do have 30 charge bonus, which is not bad at all. Not bad at all. Desert Cohort up to 215. And I think we're starting to see the heavy Numidian skirmishers firing. Well, I thought I saw firing come from this direction, but maybe not, or maybe they just ran out of ammo. 84 kills on them. And that is the general. This one's at 69 kills, but this one looks like he still has ammo. Illyrian Noble Hoplite actually backed off of that. General is alive. Now the heavy Numidian skirmish is going to go up on the walls because they had a Syrian archer up there that was kind of threatening the flank there a little bit. Glacius still has one of his over here as well. They really, really don't want to walk into this. And it's surprisingly, or not surprisingly, excuse me. The Gimas here, they do have 109 kills. Silver Shield Swordsman with 241. The General is still pretty healthy and 57 kills.
Hold position!
Look at the Desert Cohort now, 280 kills with 3 chevrons. Very, very well done by Masacely. Noble Hoplites for RDI up to 139 as well. Honestly, a lot of really good plays here by both sides. But the Desert Cohort is eventually going to fall. He is up to 310 kills, so he's doing pretty good. 125 kills now on the heavy Numidian skirmishers. They are now going up against a little bit better unit in the Illyrian Thorough Spears. Better than the archers, at least. There's also an Agema Spear working its way. Thorough Spear up on the wall. So they've got actually quite a bit of troops up on that wall now. I wonder... Now all the Kushite archers seem to be out of ammo as well. All right, there's a use the whip on the Silver Shield Swordsman. They're up to 94 kills now. The other one up 271 with 46 men left only, though. Desert Cohort 146. There you go. Countercharged by the heavy Numidian skirmishers. You also still have the Galatian Nobleman, which is a good unit, a good spear. Definitely not a unit that you wanna bat an eye at. You don't want to just let it off the hook without even thinking about it. Ooh, watch your back, Numidian riders. This could be a good, yep. They're probably not getting a ton of kills, but what it can do is do a good penalty here for morale. And the, oh my god, the Agema Spear's just jabbing the fuck out of it. These Agema Spears at 70 kills. Silver Shield Swordsman about to break, though. It's got 131 kills, but only 50 men. I think that general's dead, too. Yep, general dead. The Agema Spear, where is, okay, there he is right there, 78 men, and he is still alive. What about RDI? RDI's general is dead, so this could be pretty interesting. Galatia is alive, Galatian nobleman. Kush is alive. What about Massaicely is alive, so that could be a huge difference maker here. The defenders have 3 of their generals left, and that could be huge. Massaicely still has ammo. And he's trying to, oh, he got one. Got one guy. Got him like in the head. He's trying to shoot over here, but I don't think it's working. Bounce Power is almost dead even. Heavy Numidian skirmishers sneaking through, hitting the Agema Spear in the back ranks. The Agema Spear will win that, but the Agema General is about gone. Galatian Legionaries still got a... It's not, I wouldn't say healthy, but it's still healthy enough to fight. Desert Cohort, 210 kills with 3 chevrons. Disciples of Abedamac, honestly not doing so hot here. Only 74 kills so far. Depending on the situation and where you use them, Disciples of Abedamac can be very, very useful and very deadly. But they are very high risk. They only have 25 armor, so you really run the chance of just getting shot to hell. I'm hoping maybe we get a good screenshot with the Disciples in. I was hoping the Disciples would like charge in or something. Yeah, maybe they will now. Look at the counter push. Counter push by the defenders. The Agema Spears up on the wall, jabbing down into their ranks. Picked Beltis still have ammo, 190. Oh my gosh. 41 missile damage, remember that. They might break this Desert Cohort, though. He has 400 kills almost. Bounce Power is sneaking back. Oh man, it is now, I would say, officially in the defender's favor. The Agema Spear is 144, 76. Massaicely's general actually 154 kills now. I honestly think really the big difference maker here was how much troops Galatia had left. Galatia, even now, still has a decent amount left at the end of this battle here. But I hate to say, I think this is going... I don't want to say I hate to say. I say that and it sounds stupid. I hate to say for the attackers that it does look like this is going to be a defender's victory. Now that is to say GG to the defenders at this point. I think that this is pretty well officially in their hands. I don't really see much chance at all that the attackers can pull this one back. So definitely a GG, especially early on. I really didn't think this battle was going very well. So very well done by the defenders by really taking a 180 here and pulling this battle back and just really taking it back. I think we're about to lose these 2 units here, and then I think it's really just finishing off the couple units laying around the settlement here. These Syrian archers from Seleucid are probably going to be kind of a pain in the ass to deal with.
Quick march!
Not really to deal with, but it's going to take a sec to go hunt them. Thankfully, it looks like the defenders do still have cav left, so I think it's just the Kushite Royal Guard. Oh, don't do it.
Double time!
Gema Spear. 130 kills. Heavy Numidian Skirmisher now 162. Yeah, just kind of waiting for this unit to break, and then Kushite Royal Guard's going to go deal with the Syrians, I guess. And what they might do is bring some units over, get them on the wall, and surround this Gema Spear on the wall. To be honest with you, I'm probably just going to go ahead and fast forward this. But very, very well fought by the defenders. Excellently done. All right, let's go look at some kills. So starting off for the defenders, we have the one and only Joe on it with 2,278 kills as Swaby, 136 on the Berserkers, 320 on his general. And then, honestly, really the best after that was going to be his Swordmasters at 313 and his Wolf Warriors at 290. Next, we have Dan the Man Levitan as Kush with 1857. Archers 153, 227 on the Armored Showtails. Showtail Warriors 197, 186, 149. We have Pasta as Masacely with 2,254 kills. 204 on the Armored Numidian Riders. 128 on the Heavy Numidian Skirmishers. 134. Look at the Desert Cohorts. 397, 223, or 231. Wow, 223. 166. Then we finally, for the defenders, we have Agent Panda as Galatia with 2,463 kills, really leading the defense here. The Archers 141, 131. Look at the Galatian Legionaries, 227, 244, 241, 306. Now for the attackers, we have got Tylus being commanded by Iron Fist. Oathsworn 123, 120. You know, it's not bad. Not bad for an Oathsworn. Definitely could have done better. Tribal Warriors 176, 155. Next, we've got Pizza Maker as RDI with 1,982 kills. Lyrian Noble Hoplites 171, 210, 123. We've got Saturate leading the attackers with 2,212 kills as Seleucid. Look at the Silver Shields, 147, 283. Then look at the Archers, 168, 122, 278, 261. His infantry, it did okay. It did all right. Thorough Spears, 180 is pretty good. Pedrosaur as Pergamon with 1,922 kills. 164 on the Agema Spear General, 107, 132 on the Pict Peltis. All of his Agemas doing pretty solid there, to be honest with you. 119, 146 on the Galatian Swords. But that is going to be it for today's battle. Thank you guys so much for joining. Don't forget that if you are new to the channel, go and hit that subscribe button, and we will see you guys next time.